Hi, my name is Belgica and I am an actress, and today I wanted to talk about accents and a really fun accent book that I have used in the past. Recently I was learning how to, or I still am learning how to do a Mexican accent because I'm Latina, I'm Mexican. When I get casting calls, sometimes they say like, oh hey, do you know how to do, a Mexican accent because you're Mexican? And well, I've never fully been able to perform it the best I can. Today I wanted to talk about this other book. So this book was recommended, or this book was actually required for one of the acting classes I took in college, and this is called Monologues in Dialect for Young Actors. It is Russian, American South, New York, Standard, British, Cockney, and Irish. First of all, I did just say how self-conscious I am about accents. So you guys, I'm not an accent expert. There's a lot of accent coaches out there, and I know that people are very passionate about having the accent specifically from that region of that country or whatever, so I don't want to offend anybody and I don't want to give you any wrong information. I just want to tell you that I really enjoyed this book, and I'm going to tell you basically how this book is formatted, because I think it's really cool that they also include monologues, because it says it's a monologue book. It includes monologues so that once you do get the hang of that accent, or while you're practicing it, you can use that for an audition or just use it to practice the accent, which is really cool. So I wanted to share this with you guys, and I did check. They are still selling this on Amazon. I believe it's around $15 new. If you go to any used bookstores, you might be able to find it, but of course, just like always, I'll leave this linked in the description. My goal is to get confident enough or get prepared. Honestly, of course, confidence comes from knowing how to do something and being prepared to do something. So I want to study accents more and eventually take some kind of accent workshop or hire an accent coach so that I know how to do, like Southern accents. That would be really fun. British accents, Russian, Latinx accents, like I was saying. Let's look at this book. When you go to a specific section of the book, for example, the first one, section 1 is British. They put in parentheses Standard and Cockney. They start off with a little explanation about the accent in general, the mouth placement, stuff like that, the standard just accent stuff. And then they give you a whole list of movies, TV shows, dialect tapes and books, which tapes or CDs. And I want to say this book originally came with a CD, if I recall correctly, but I don't know. I haven't used CD in so long. So this book was made, published in 2002. So that gives you a little bit of an idea. Yeah, in the early 2000s, there's definitely still CDs. Or anyways, this is really cool that they give you other books that you can use to study and film so you can listen to the accent. And of course, if you have the opportunity to, let's say, listen to somebody that has a native Mexican accent or whatever kind of accent you're trying to learn, they're going to be a really great person to listen to. But it's great in case you don't and you can do your own studying. They have a full list of movies. And then after that, Standard British elements and sound. So this I really like. So here, for example, they tell you that ear will turn into IH and then UH. So ear, 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 ear. So, like really simple things like that. You're like, oh yes, that rather than trying to just like poorly mix it in your mind into that accent. So I really like the way they describe the words here, and they just tell you, how this accent, for example, this one's the Standard British, how they would turn a certain word to sound like something else. Practice sentences as well, and that is the whole section. So then this next section is Cockney British, and it just repeats itself. And then once they're done explaining and giving you all those practice sentences, they have these long monologues, which is so great, again, to practice with. So if you want to learn an accent, I think a book is a great way to get started. And of course, practicing will make you a lot better. I am still working, like I said, on Mexican accents, so I definitely want to at least be able to do maybe like 3 to 5 different accents. A Mexican accent would be great for me. Some kind of Southern accent, some kind of British accent would be really fun, and also would allow me to audition for more things, because sometimes commercials or films, short films, student films, big budget films, they do ask for everybody to have an accent or certain characters to have an accent. So this is a really great exercise for actors to do at home, especially if you're by yourself and you just want a new hobby and something else to add to your resume. Because you know, whenever you can do accents, that's a special skill. You can add it to your resume. If you're in voiceover, you can create more characters and have different accents that you can perform. So this book is really, really fun. I've had this book for years and years and years, and even though it's like my guitar, I bought it so many years ago and I still don't know how to play it, but this book, every time I open it, I get so excited and I'm like, ooh, I want to learn an accent. So even though I haven't done it, I've never let go of this book, and I've moved so many times, and each time I'm like, no, I'm not letting go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and at the end of every video I feature another channel. This is today's feature. If you would like to be featured on my next video, make sure you're subscribed, like this video, and leave me a comment.